Oliver was a boy who asked a lot of questions. He wanted to know why rain made puddles, why frogs croaked at night, and how the stars got up into the sky. But his favorite question of all was, do trees talk when no one's around? Most grown-ups would laugh gently and say, of course not, Oliver. But Oliver wasn't so sure. He had a feeling, deep down, that trees knew more than they let on. Every day after school, Oliver would visit the big oak tree in the meadow behind his house. It was the tallest, oldest tree in the area, with a wide, knotted trunk and branches that reached out like long arms. Oliver called it Mr. Tree. He'd sit under its shade with a book, or sometimes just lie on the grass and stare up at its leaves. Do you know how to talk? He'd ask. The tree would only rustle its leaves in the breeze. But Oliver kept coming back. One Saturday morning, when the sun was still rising and the dew was fresh on the grass, Oliver woke up extra early. He felt something strange, like a tug in his heart pulling him toward the meadow. He put on his rain boots, grabbed an apple and his red backpack, and tiptoed out the door before anyone else was awake. The meadow was quiet. The air was cool and full of bird song. And there, standing proud as ever, was Mr. Tree. But something was different. Oliver stopped, blinked. The tree was glowing. A soft golden light shimmered around the trunk, as if the morning sun was caught in its bark. Oliver stepped closer. Suddenly, a deep, gentle voice filled the air, not loud, not scary, but old and kind. Good morning, Oliver. Oliver jumped back, nearly dropping his apple. Who said that? He whispered. I did, said the voice. Oliver looked up. The branches of the oak swayed slowly, but no one was there. Mr. Tree, he said quietly. Yes, said the voice. That's what you call me, isn't it? I quite like it. Oliver's eyes widened. You can talk. I can, said Mr. Tree. But only when someone listens with their whole heart. And you've been listening for a long time. Oliver sat down slowly. I knew it. I just knew it. The tree chuckled, a sound like wind through leaves. You have many questions. Thousands, said Oliver. Maybe more. Well, said Mr. Tree, why don't you ask one? Oliver thought for a moment. Okay. What do trees dream about? Mr. Tree was quiet for a while, then said, we dream of what we've seen. Of the birds that nested in our branches. The children who played under our shade. The rain, the snow, the sunlight. Every leaf we've grown, every season we've survived. He paused. But we also dream of faraway forests. Of trees we've never met. Of songs the wind hasn't brought us yet. Oliver sat in awe. No one would ever guess trees think like that, he whispered. No one ever asks, said Mr. Tree. Do you get lonely? Oliver asked. Sometimes, said the tree. But not when you're here. Oliver smiled. Can I come visit every day? You already do, said Mr. Tree. For hours, they talked. Oliver asked about the squirrels, the soil, the time lightning hit Mr. Tree's side and left a scar. Mr. Tree asked about school, about Oliver's little sister who always picked dandelions, and about the picture Oliver drew of him last spring. They shared apple slices and stories and even a little silence, the comfortable kind. Eventually, the sun rose higher and the world got louder. A tractor hummed in the distance. A dog barked. The golden glow began to fade. Mr. Tree's voice grew softer. You should head back now, Oliver. Your parents will worry. Oliver stood up. Will I hear you again? You will, said the tree. But not always with your ears. Sometimes with your heart. Sometimes with your dreams. Oliver nodded, understanding in a way he didn't need to explain. He placed his hand on the bark. Thank you. Thank you, said Mr. Tree, for remembering to listen. Oliver turned and walked home, the grass brushing against his boots and the morning light warm on his shoulders. That evening, as the sun dipped low and painted the sky orange, Oliver sat by his window, a quiet smile on his face. His parents asked him why he looked so happy. I talked to Mr. Tree today, he said simply. They laughed, like grown-ups do, and ruffled his hair. But Oliver didn't mind. He knew what he knew. And deep in the meadow, under the twinkling stars, the old oak tree stood tall and still, its leaves rustling a quiet good night.